we shot and then died. He turned around. He was like, I was like, yeah, that's right, motherfucker. He was like, shit. I was like, yeah, that's right. That's right. You didn't complete the job.
Couldn't do the job. Couldn't do the job.
He didn't do the job.
Why? Because you're just a damn cipher. Go eat your steak. Go eat your goddamn steak. Go eat your steak. Right? We see them. We see them. It's so wide open right now. Eyes wide open is real right now. So real.
Yep.
So real. Slop or steak? Where you want on your plate, Brother Yusuf?
Slop or steak.
Slop or steak.
Slop or steak. Is real.
Are you pantry Moors?
Yep.
Seasoning up stuff and all that stuff. Yes.
Hold on 1 second, Gracie. 1 second.
Yeah. Islam, boy. Islam to all the vegan, vegetarians, and everybody who's eating right. Who say no steak. Because all we have out here is ciphers out here. Watch out for ciphers. They're out here. It's not even a game. You already know. The movie was from an Asiatic.
Yeah, Islam.
Islam, more. You know the movie's from an Asiatic. So don't play like you don't know. You were being told. Right? All people, beware. Ciphers are out there.
Yep.
We're not talking about Agent. We're not talking about Agent Smith, and we're not talking about guy who has the yellow envelope and those guys. We're not talking about those guys. We're not talking about the yellow envelope. The cipher was in it. Not talking about the ones that work for the other side and stuff like that. We're talking about the ones that are in it.
Mm-hmm.
Not the flip-floppers. The ones that are in it. Been in it. Bringing the people back into the constitutional fold of government by Raz Mariah V. Bay, rvbaypublications.com, page 23. Identifying the responsible parties. At some point, there does come a time to put the responsibility on the people to get involved in the temples that are establishing for them, the people, and holds their key to salvation. The people must make sure the temples are secured by removing, by way of election, anyone who is not clear of their leadership responsibilities. Read chapter 29 of the Holy Quran. It clarifies that the leadership is elected. Elected. So if you didn't take part in any election, that's not your leader. Stop the BS.
Yep.
And if that's the case, then you might be dealing with a cipher.
Yep.
And as soon as you have the thought to be a cipher, just remember that karma always gets ciphers.
How
about that lesson? That when you're a cipher, you're always going to get yours back for being a cipher. Now, remember, cipher is circle, 0. So that's a revolving door. What are you up for? Slop or steak?
What
What you want on your plate? What you got on your plate?
You know, like they show you in the Matrix. Once you in the illusional world and you accepting all the dogma and the fakeness, yeah, you eating steak, and it seems it's great for you. You love it. But once you realize all that stuff is crap, you know, all that stuff is BS and all of that, and you wake up and you go into the Matrix like Neo. Now you eating slop. Your clothes is raggedy. You know, when Neo woke up, you don't get the Mercedes Benzes and all of that. You get torn up shirt, slop, you know, rough life. You're sleeping on a metal bed. You know, you're not, nothing's comfortable about life right now. You up, you woke. You know, exactly. Like, there's no going out claiming mansions. What are you doing? You woke now.
Yeah.
You get slop. You get slop. All that beautiful stuff, that's the illusion.
That beautiful stuff is the illusion. Throw it away. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up because I'm a conscious guy and I got the best looking. Don't get caught up.
Conscious guy in the drop top. That's the illusion.
Yeah. With the model beside him.
Right.
With the V-neck.
Yeah.
She's not dressing conscious though, but she got the mini skirt and the V-neck for your ass.
Yep. That's the red dress.
Watch out
for the red dress. In the red dress in the Matrix.
Watch out for the red dress.
Watch out for the red dress. Watch out for the mini skirt. The V-neck. See, they telling you right there in the movie, man. When they went into the illusion, what happened? You had to get plugged in. Once you go back to the illusion, you gotta get plugged in to go back into the illusion. That's fake. They showing you like this is the illusional world. To go here, you have to get plugged in to get there. Once you get plugged in out of that world, slop. With raggedy clothes.
Automatic. But people want the lavish while they know their self, because as kings and queens we had temples of gold and we should have gold today, because no, it's not. These aren't those times. Stop daydreaming and just deal with reality. Slop. You want to get somewhere? Slop. Ask anybody. Slop. Anybody who unplugs Matrix, any jurisdiction, you name them, they did their slop. Trust.
Yep. Even Mr. Strange, he had it all. And then when he crashed and left his hands up, and he went to that Buddhist temple out there, slop. He was in front with nothing. No fast cars, conveyances, none of that.
Yep.
No beautiful, no more, none of that. Just you in front of the Buddhist mosque looking horrible, mud all over you, clothes raggedy, and you begging to get in, begging on your knees. But it's no more the illusion. You don't get the beautiful things anymore. No, you're not getting that.
Yeah.
You want to cure yourself. You want the right way. You're gonna have to get rid of all of that BS.
And the reality is, that wasn't some begging. There's no going back where you came from. When you get to the doors of the whatever, and it's time to get in, and they're not letting you in, you're not turning around and walking back where you came from.
Right.
You're going to be out there on your knees. Which then again is going to be them also testing you too. And then you might be that guy who, right when the guy was about to open the door, you're walking away. Because you had no heart. That's why he went back for the steak. Instead of enjoying your slop. Cold slop too. It's not even warm. It's not even warm slop. Cold slop. Cold slop every day.
Every day.
That's what nationality and birthrights is. It's not claiming houses, not right to travel. No. Oh no, it's not just send a writ and these people leave you alone. No, nationality and birthrights is cold slop every day.
Every day.
No steak. No bloody steak.
All that stuff is over.
You ready for slop? You really want your nationality and birthrights? Because they ain't no stake in nationality and birthrights. All these people who fool people into thinking that it's all about being a cipher. That's what nationality and birthrights is about. Cipher. Be in the restaurant with the fork, not eating with your hand and stuff like that, like injera and split peas. You want the steak. You need the fork and the knife. Cut your stuff. You don't want to do like the lion and use your mouth, just rip the stuff off. You need fork and knife. You're so civilized. Mm-hmm. Civilized ciphers.
Yep. Showing you. People will sell you out for a steak.
Sell you out.
For a steak.
Sell you out easy for a steak. Easy. Sell you out so easy.
Our people worse than that now, Grand Street. They'll sell you out for a life. Not even a steak. If you just check like on my channel, subscribe to my channel, they'll sell you out quick for a subscription. They won't even, not even at least Cypher got a steak. These people are selling out for a life. For a life. They'll sell out the whole nation because they get views on their YouTube channel. That's amazing. That's amazing. Amazing.
Love snitching.
All of them, bunch of ciphers. Dr. Umar, Cypher. All these people, ciphers. Because they're in it. They're in it. They know. They know what it is. They're in it.
Right, when they start telling you about the United States government and stuff like that, ciphers.
Yep.
What these ciphers talk like that?
Yep. The United States government recognized indigenous cipher. That's cipher. How'd you do that? How? If the United States government is a bunch of Agent Smiths, how are you saying that they're the government? Those are Agent Smiths. Everybody knows that those are Agent Smiths, but you're telling people that that's the government. You're a cipher. You're a cipher.
If you're claiming that you're more, and you're telling people in 2019, put a lien on strawman, cipher.
Yep. Yep.
Definitely a cipher.
Couldn't eat the steak. You couldn't eat the slop no more. You didn't like your raggedy clothes. You didn't like it, huh? You didn't know it was going to be. You didn't know birthright was going to lead to that. You didn't know that.
Right? Yeah. When you got the unplug and you woke up in the like, oh, it's still chilly in here, but whatever.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy going through the thing and then all the things detaching from me, and that was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, where the hell are we? The hell's going on in here? Why do these people look so raggedy?
Right. You start thinking,
all right,
maybe you should have took the other pill.
Dinner time. What's for dinner? Pipe. What do you mean pipe? Pipe. Just pull that handle right there. You get dinner. Slop.
Yeah.
Slop.
But even when Cypher tried to sell out, and he went, like you said, karma is crazy. Because when he tried to kill everybody in the thing, he shot the guy when he got back onto the ship. He shot everybody in there. And then while he's trying to talk jump to Neo with his back turn, he couldn't even complete the job. And guess who comes and kills him? The Moor from the back. Like, nah, you didn't complete the job. The Moor comes and saves the day. That's me. If the Moor find out who that Moor title is, that killed Cypher from the back, that's my title now. Call me that. Call me that. When y'all find out who that is, I'm that.
Got rid of the sellout.
I'm gonna get rid of the sellout. He didn't complete the job.
Right. Well, listen to anybody. Hear what we're saying. This is about your birthright for real. Everybody's playing clubs right now. Everybody's playing the number one whatever. They're the one for something. The priesthood been dead. We've been saying priesthood been dead for years.
Yep.
We've been saying priesthood's dead. How come there's so much priests right now?
Right. And why are the priests charging? You're supposed to be all in tune with the ethers and all of that. You're who I go to before God. You're the priest. But you talking about 150, 200 for you to get some, some lessons.
Or 150 for a charter.
Right. They don't even charge Dr. Strange 150. Dr. Strange got the lessons for free. He just had to go through it. If a priest starts telling you 150, you should just start looking, okay, this sounds a little Miss Cleo-ish. That might be Miss Cleo. That might not be the priesthood you thought it was. You called him Miss Cleo.
You thought you were calling some prophet. Calling Miss Cleo. Calling a cipher. How you calling a cipher?
Yep. And then remember, Cypher got in contact with Agent Smith. Agent Smith didn't get in contact with Cypher.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Agent Smith went looking for Cypher to go tell. He volunteered to do it. That means, usually somebody get kidnapped and tortured, and then they be like, all right, I'm going to tell. He volunteered. He was looking for the agent. Mm-hmm. That's craziness. That's what we dealing with. We dealing with people who going to go look for people. They're going to go look. Fox News. You work for Fox News? Cypher. Coming in talking about you counselor something, but you work for Fox News? How? Another one in the drop top?
Yeah.
But you work for Fox News drop top, and you talking about counselor stuff for the Murrays. Man, come on, Cypher. He's about to come back on the ship and try to kill everybody.
Steak lovers. We're not talking about people who eat steak or whatever. We're talking about these ciphers.
Right.
Because remember, they know what's up. They're unplugged.
Mm-hmm.
It's not ciphers don't know what's up. Right?
They know. Your lecture was after Taj, and you were still saying black this, black that?
You're a cipher. Yeah, you're a cipher.
Your lecture was right after Taj. And you went up there talking about, I'm black, African pride this. That's cipher. Because you remember, you're plugged in. You know what's what. And then you still going to go do that objective cipher. You were plugged in. I watched it. He was plugged in. Boom. went right after Taj. And still sold out to Agent Smith right in front of everybody.
In front of everybody. How people sell out in your face and you don't do nothing about it? I don't know what the hell's going on. Yo, when I found out more, I'm still pissed. How come I wasn't like little brother Yusuf, 11 years old, that I know this? All this stuff that I know right now. How come all my little brothers and sisters and cousins and whoever, they didn't know that they were Moors when we were 10, 11? Instead of us outside doing some BS, using our workshop of the mind. Cyphers.
Yep. Yep.
And all of it stems from the original sellout. Because this thing was lock, stock, and barrel.
Yep. And look at, it was just one, look what one cipher did. Cypher himself almost bunged down the whole thing.
Yep.
With just him, by himself.
And not even him really doing anything.
Right. The Nation of Islam started in 1930 with 120,000 members. Cypher was just one. If you got 120,000 people who were plugged in and then turned into ciphers,
yep.
Yeah, it's going to be very few minimum people in 100 years who know about being a Moor. Because you had a bunch of ciphers running around here. Their objective was to stop the matrix.
Yep.
Cypher is Elijah Muhammad and then a bunch of his followers. They went crazy and started destruction. The Cypher succeeded. In the movie, he died. In real life, he succeeded. Look at this. Look at this. Cypher in real life, Cypher did a great job.
Yeah.
He succeeded.
He definitely succeeded.
He succeeded.
But look where we're at. Don't even know that we're Moors.
Yep. He did so good that you got people arguing that they're not a Moor. Arguing. Yelling top of their lungs, getting mad, saying that they're not a Moor. Cypher did a great job. They did a great job. Because it was the people who were plugged in who did it.
Mm-hmm.
Right with the prophet. It was the people who Cyphers killed the prophet. Wasn't no modern Europeans or nothing like that. Cyphers killed the prophet. It was our own. Came right in there, shot the ship up, shot the head, killed the prophet, killed Morpheus. But I'm saying that's what the movie would have planned out then. If Morpheus would have died, they played the exact thing of the us when the prophet came.
Yeah.
They get rid of the head, get rid of Neil, the one, get rid of everything. The young that'd be the young and young boy.
All right.
The Neils are the young and young boy.
Well, you already know, once you have them, you're good.
Yep.
Right. Slop or steak?
What
you looking for? This is nationality and birthrights. You looking for steak? Sorry, wrong place. Go over there with those dirty Moors over there. Oh, sorry, not dirty Moors, those ciphers.
Right. Straight. Cyphers.
Let's go to those ciphers over there.
Because you can be a dirty Lord unknowingly.
Yeah.
But a cipher, that's different.
You know what's up. Ciphers know exactly what they're doing.
This is premeditated.
Exactly what they're doing.
You're premeditating doing what you're doing. You're thinking about it deeply, about how you can bring this thing down.
That's the whole plan.
Like you studied everything perfect, and you went through everything the man wrote to find his loophole and his downfall. And you went in and you targeted that, and you brought that to the light, and you went hard with that. They listening, and those who know what I'm talking about, they know what I'm talking about. And that's what they did. They found that they studied that man's paperwork, his books and everything. And they seen it. Okay, this is it right here.
Yeah.
This is what we can bring right here. We bring this right here. This will put a monkey in there. This will put a monkey in there in the whole issue right here. This will stop a lot of things.
Great.
That's the cipher. That's the cipher, because he studied that work. They studied that work. They studied that because it's 20. You know, he could have did anything. He could have tried to push forward the imperial ban. You could have tried the Supreme Grand Council. You could have tried all of that. You bring the consular court, cipher. You and your drop top Fox News stuff.
Drop top. Drop top.
In the illusion, smiling ear to ear, looking just like Cyphers.
Fur coat, drop tops, and all that stuff. Trust me, ciphers.
Had the bald head and everything. You look just like Cyphers. They love being stuck into that illusional world, man. They love it. They love being plugged into that. Love it. They don't want to eat. They don't want to drink ginger tea all day. Nobody want to drink. They want that soda. They want soda. They don't want that earth taste turmeric. They don't want none of that. They don't want none of that. None of that. None of that.
Noble Drew Ali's last letter from jail. To heads of all temples, Islam, I, your prophet, do hereby and now write you a letter as a warning and appeal to your good judgment for the present and the future. Though I am now in custody for you and the cause, it is all right, and it is well for all who still believe in me and my Father God. I have redeemed all of you, and you shall be saved, all of you, even with me. I go to bat Monday, May 20th, before the grand jury. If you are with me, be there. Hold on and keep the faith, and great shall be your reward. Remember my laws, and love ye one another. Prefer not a stranger to your brother. Love and truth, and in peace I leave you. Peace from your prophet.
Yes, he told them. He told them they had the body, but it's all right.
You don't worry about them having the body. That ain't nothing. Because they have the body. That's nothing. Because they have the body. Nothing.
Can you read? Because it sounded like when he said that, I'll be in front of the grand jury, and then his next line was for us for the Moors to be there. It sounded like that's the grand jury. The way he worded it, like I'll be in front of the grand jury, and
Yeah.
y'all Moors should be there, like 'cause that's the grand jury.
Right? Jury of our peers, right?
That's right, right.
Okay. So that sounds like he dealt with law, not some religious BS. That sounds like he dealt with law. Now think about this now. Remember, Nation of Islam started with 120,000 members that they got from Moorish Divine and National Movement.
Yeah.
Think about what happens when Noble Drew Ali says, Moors, I go to bat on Monday, May 20th before the grand jury. If you are with me, be there. What's going on in your mind with regard to visualizing that? 1920s. Court. Noble Drew Ali going to court on some murder charges. And he sent a letter to the Moors telling them to make sure they're at court.
Remember Mr. Clark got out of jail and everybody was there?
Yep.
This reminds me of.
Yep.
Everybody was outside yelling.
Naomi.
Yep. What she say? Some of us never even had a father.
Yeah, lean on me. Lean on me was too real. Again, Morgan Freeman.
Yep, there you go.
Oh.
There you go.
Big Joe Clark. You know what's
exactly how 120,000 people showed up. Even if 20,000 showed up, a third of the people, you know what I mean? A third of the 120,000. It's still crazy. You can't get nobody to go to the tribunal with you now. The prophet said, you know, if you with me, you with me. Of course, that's different. Remember when in the movie when El Hajj, when Denzel Washington told the highwaymen look outside, and they had all of them Moorish brothers outside. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want those powers. You know, us in unity like that. Prophet speaking in code in me and telling everybody, yo, show up. They don't like when we in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Show up. He was the first one to do that. See, remember, everything. Nobody he was the first one to do everything.
Yeah, straight up.
The Circle 7 is the first archaeological book to me. Like he was the first one to tell you Egypt was here.
Yeah.
You know, nobody was talking like that. He told you that. Nobody was writing stuff like that. He put all that out. And what was his reference point? Oh, I'm an Egyptian Arab student. Oh, okay. And then we looked up the metaphysical definition of Egypt. It took us 2.5 hours. It took us 2.5 hours.
Two and a half hours on a word.
Bunch of Cyphers killed the prophet.
Yeah. Back to the same
book. The Cyphers chasing the prophet around. The first Neo movie or whatever, the first Matrix movie was more science temple. They just made that off of more science temple. Chasing the prophet through the temple and all that. A bunch of Cyphers, agents. Agent Smith chasing Neo through the building and all of that. All of that based off of individuality. They just showed it off of the prophet. Everything based off of the prophet.
Telling the story. Telling the story of the Moors.
Yep. The ciphers, it was a cipher that brought down the Moorish science movement, the Moorish movement. Yeah. The cipher brought that down. And still are. There's still ciphers. They just keep on, multiplying. As we wake up, the ciphers wake up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because remember, they're looking. Remember in the movie they showing like Cypher only woke up because they're waking up people. You know what I mean? He's waking up. Morpheus is waking up people to find the one. So like as we're waking up Moors, with the information telling them they're Moors, even though we're waking up people, some of them are turning into ciphers. They get the information and then now they want to go crazy. Now they authenticating, trying to authenticate something, trying to get unlimited bottomless bank account and all of this, everything to do with getting some notes. You just created a cipher. You was better off leaving them sleep. But we're just trying to wake up people, do the right thing by waking them up. Telling them this is all some crap, but then you done woke up a cipher.
Yeah. You can't have that either. Ciphers not wanting to be ciphers anymore. Ciphers wanting to remember. His brother Inyan brought up in the chat the other part about Cypher. He wanted to forget everything.
Yep.
I don't want to remember anything.
That's the turning your turban feathers and go back to the state of mind.
Yep. Go back to where the prophets found you.
Yep. I want to forget everything. It just made it over the prophet, man.
Wow.
We went. Cyphers said, "Yo, I'm turning in my turban and fence. Here you go. Bring, turn me back into the state of mind that before Morpheus found me. I want to go back to that."
Like, how do you want to go back to being dead? How? How? Want to go back to being dead?
Right. They like the red dress, man. The red dress is powerful. The red dress is powerful. I was just telling the grand sheep, I got to get back in the house. I'll go to the store real quick. You got to go to the store. You got to get plugged back in. You got to go back out there into the illusion. I got to get back in the house. I got to get back to the ship. The illusions were everywhere. The sun's coming out. The illusions is coming out now. I got to get back to the ship. Back to the slop.
Slop it up.
What's for dinner tonight, Grand Chief? Slop.
Slop.
When I tell you, Eric, I'm a slop man myself. I'm a slop man myself. I don't do the steaks. I don't do that. Nope. Couple of Moors who were saying, they let the Agent Smith brush up on them. You don't even gotta, get full blown attack. All you gotta do is brush you, and you start glitching. You start glitching, getting off of the path. Because the agent Smith just brushed you. He didn't even go full throttle. He just got a little brush on you.
Just a brush. Just a
brush. Just gave you a little whiff of what it used to look like before you got here into the point you're at now. Gave you a little. Remember when you used to boom, boom, boom? You smiling, you know? No. Ain't no smiling. Slop. You know, don't smile at that. That's a setup. Stay on the course. Slop is where it's at.
Shit. Once again, page 49, bringing the people back into the constitutional fold. In the beginning stages of this investigation, they called the Moors Americans and their race Negroes, as in American Negroes, homegrown. Then they called them Muslims, not Americans. Then they began to referring to them in writings as Negroes with Moorish in parentheses. From there, they began calling them Moorish Negroes and Negres. One report quoted as follows: looks like a Negro, but wishes to be called Moorish. That's what Cyphers did.
That's exactly what Cyphers did.
That, because remember, when they say infiltration of the Moorish movement, and they say FBI papers, remember, all that is after Noble Drew Ali. They don't have any records of before Noble Drew Ali who these, with this sellout of the Moorish movement. Moors will tell you what that is based on us knowing the inside history of who was part of the Moorish movement. But after Noble Drew Ali is where you have this whole sellout that now you have names. Because they knew that they weren't dealing with Moors. If they're dirty, if they're ciphers, then they're not part of Nebuchadnezzar and all that. They're sellout. They're not part of going to Zion. They're not included. That's why they could play the game of, yeah, with the Moorish Negroes and Negress. Like, what's a Moorish Negro? Why don't you just say Moorish? What's an American Negro? Why don't you just say American?
Right.
But the activity of ciphers allows them to put up that stuff, just like we say with, we were talking about the other day, with the mind molestation. Putting you in the dead status, you know, leaves you with your pants down. You don't get mad.
Yeah.
Don't get angry because you thought that this was some type of, you know, rapper. You could get a deal, whatever like that. And then you make it to the door of the deal and they're telling you some BS that you're not thinking that has anything to do with get a deal. But that's what you went into. That's how that stuff runs. Like we were saying again, if you're going into the land of sinners, don't expect righteousness there. Don't even look for righteousness. Don't even expect righteousness. Because you're going to a land of sinners. You're going to the jurisdiction where you're not counted with the people who are doing stuff sincere. Remember, they want their stake. They might even push the stake in your face, try to convince you. Yeah, when you sell that soul, you can't back out of that one. And giving up your birthright is like selling your soul.
Yeah. That is the selling of the soul.
Yeah, that too.
Los Indios.
On the real, Los Indios. Los Indios.
Those without God. Remember, God is you. So if you're without you, you just sold your soul.
That's simple.
Los Indios.
That's how fast you lose your soul. Right, and again, page 54, going back to why you are God and how you are God. Lack of comprehension and competent leadership. Page 54. But again, they, the members, were left incomplete in their comprehension and understanding and were unable to comprehend the vastness of what Noble Drew Ali's program. They began reverse church in the temples and completely left out the national side of the movement. Some today won't deal with law, yet they say they obey the law. You would have to know the law to obey it. You would have to know what law is and what law is not. Anyone really scrutinizing and doing research would come to this logical conclusion. The priesthood is dead. If the people in Noble Drew Ali's time were left incomplete and left, with nothing after he pretty much transitioned, that none of these sheiks did anything for the people. People were left to fend for themselves and try to find themselves. Opposed to it being an order that people are going to follow. That you're not straying from the order. No matter what happens, you're sticking out to the program. There's those out there who are incompetent in leadership. And just like how they say reverse church, is a reverse government or reverse school or reverse whatever it is. Because they took the true essence of what they were given by the prophet and went and tried to do their own thing. We got wheels for days. These people are still making wheels. You still making wheels? Yeah, well, the Moors, yeah, but maybe we need a hospital or something like that. No, we got to make some wheels. Let's all be individuals and go try claim houses. Let's all be individuals and put all our name only on papers and file them with these people so we can get some lien or whatever. Let's always do something as individuals when we're supposed to be a nation. We're supposed to be moving on unity. We're supposed to be competent. We're all supposed to be leadership. At this point, everybody should be nobles, for real. And nobody should be accepting some, like we say all the time, don't be caught up in some BS or whatever that, when you see me, it's Grand Sheik or whatever like that. It's Kudro. Like Grand Sheik is that's some priesthood. We know people need priests, but I'm your brother before priests.
Right.
Like, it's not priest first. That's not what this is about. You don't see Grand Sheik on a nationality card or whatever. You see those stuff? You see those type of playing, then you know. People want to be the consulate general and the consular general and the co-consular general and the whatever and the thing, and there's one person. How much stuff could you got? 2 hands like everybody else. How much stuff you gonna do? You already need 20 hands to be a general. Forget the consular part or the surgeon part or the attorney part on general. Just to be general alone, you need 20 hands.
Right.
And then those 20 hands are in control of 20 individuals with 20 hands. They want general of something. They lack comprehension. That's why certain people putting in their termination papers. Because you start realizing that you can't just play priest, but not acting the part. Can't just say you're or whatever and not be that. I know, but you see, better you never even put your hand on the plow. Why are you even touching stuff? If you're not gonna use the plow like how we're supposed to use the plow, leave the goddamn plow. If you're not gonna use this birthright like how it's supposed to be used, then don't even use it. Study. Don't try to use it. Don't even attempt to use it. If you're not gonna use it in its capacity. You don't find it weird that people put in their termination papers for stuff? And they were just being humble and giving people a chance or whatever. They had papers since January. That they're off this. Because you realize that it's a game. Something's not real. You know, maybe certain people's picture is just up there because, you know, they maybe bought a picture.
That's different.
Maybe they just took some people's pictures offline, just Moore's heads, and said Consular General East Region, Consular General West Region, and maybe none of those people are real. They just played all the dumbasses out there who didn't study. All the non-studiers who just want to go on YouTube and think that, oh yeah, 10,000 views on this. Oh yeah, this one is the one. No, the one is the one with 500 views that nobody's seen. You got to watch the thing more?
Say that again?
You got to watch the Termination?
Oh yeah, I seen some of it.
You have any thoughts on that before we close out?
Oh, because you know, like I told you earlier, let's get the band back on the road. I'm glad, you know, because it was perfect, you know. It was because it is what we thought it was.
Yep.
You know, for those who studied and seen what it was. And another thing too, the 25,000 views for Counselor Court, that might seem a little suspect too, because like I was telling the Grand Sheik, you got 25,000 views for Counselor Court. We can't even get 25,000 views for people to know that they're Moors. So how did it just skip over knowing you're a Moor to 25,000 people watching Counselor Court? Like somebody's been buying views, been listening to the Grand Sheik's channel, heard you talking about buying views, and said, that was a great idea, and went right with it.
Just like that.
That doesn't make any sense.
Just like they
it should be
leaning the straw man, and that don't make any sense.
Nope. Yeah, and then I knew it was getting crazy when it was the lean, put a lean on the straw man. Like, come on. And then you see the paper, but like he did put it out in January. He's been, because he was in it. He's seen his son.
He was a cipher. He was a cipher.
Right. You let Agent Smith. That's what I was saying earlier. Agent Smith don't even have to go all the way in on you. He just got to brush you. Once you get brushed, he doesn't look at it. You start glitching. And then the guy who killed Cypher from the back exposed that was a cipher. That was a cipher. We're the guys who killed ciphers. Let's call us the cipher killers. Because that's what happened. The ciphers get exposed, and people start realizing, like, hold on, that's an agent. That's not what it really is.
Yep.
This guy's got me in something I shouldn't be in.
Yep. Got me in a jurisdiction where I'm looking at steak like, since when do I eat steak?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, Yusuf, they said tank. Tank is the tank bait. The man who shot Cypher from the back.
His name is Tank?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's really crazy. That's crazy. I only say that because that sports stuff, playing football in high school, they called me. That was the nickname. You know how to give you a nickname.
Real, that's crazy.
Yeah. So
that's
I was like,
crazy.
Oh wow, that's bugging me out right now.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, that's bugging me out.
And you embrace that
yeah.
take out Cypher like that's right, I'm that guy.
Yep. Yep.
My name is Tank.
Yep. That's bugging me out, man. I can't believe that his name was Tank, man. That is bugging me out.
Goosebumps.
That's why I'm like stuck right now.
That was some dandelion tea right there. That was some dandelion tea.
They had me like, no, that's not. That's why I said it again. I'm like, Tank? Nah, he didn't say Tank.
I didn't say Tank. Yes, I did.
Hey, man. That's crazy. That's too crazy for me. They already called. People still call me that. There's people who I see from school still call me that.
For real. The man who took out Cypher.
The man that took out the Cypher.
Oh my gosh.
Because that's what it was. Yeah, I'm telling you. It's already there. It was already, look at that, man. Already there. Bugging me out right now.
Already there. That's real.
The man's Tank killed Cypher. And he got him too. You remember Cyphers' face? He turned around, he was like, shit. He was devastated. Like, yep, that's right. You tried, but nope. Nope. There's always going to be a more. Who knew? Who knew? Cypher knew something. I mean, Tank knew something was up with this guy too, man. He knew it.
Yeah.
He knew it.
Right. And also too, keep in mind, know what Noble Drawley told Morris to enforce. And don't let these ciphers get you caught up in codes and acts and statutes and ordinances and acts, and you think that some act is giving you some jurisdiction.
Right.
Because they no act giving you any authority to do anything or have any power to even claim that you got authority from that to do something. Or some code is saying something. All that stuff is European psychology. We have our own stuff.
Yep. Did you hear that? Cypher talk.
Right? Because guarantee you, if police steal property, more than likely they stole it from a straw which can't own property. Why? Because all the VIN numbers are already registered when the stuff comes over here. This is not 1930s when you're getting some certificate of whatever.
Right.
Unless you're going wherever it's made. You're not playing that. Because remember that the people are supposed to be of sound mind right now. Noble Drawley came 1913, people still in mental slavery. And then Moors have the birthright, which we know that it's splintered. It's not really, it's splintered, which means that there's an injury there. You know, talk about you just dislocated your shoulder and put on the pads, let's go play still. Eh, Tank?
Right.
Right? You probably want to heal your shoulder before you go out there with a dislocated shoulder talking about go play still. We know that the sovereignty is clipped. Don't try to exercise sovereignty like stuff's good or whatever. Exercise what we know that we could use for us to at least survive. While in the meantime, we're trying to get people to wake the hell up ASAP to their nationality and birthrights. That's the only thing. Henry Clark told you, stop the Negro black colored BS. Get a nationality. All right. What nationality are you going to get? Don't claim any BS that anybody else out here is claiming because they already have claims on that. The only thing you can do is claim what your ancient foremothers and forefathers were. If you don't have a nationality yet. Right? We keep talking as if there's a Congress right now or a United States of America government or Republican form of government. Where there ain't none of that right now. Everything's rogue right now. And we came awake while stuff's been rogue for the past how much ever hundreds of years. Now you're talking about take them to some court because they violated something. The criminals run the court. What do you mean go to court for something?
Colonizer, right? The colonizer in the court.
You telling the colonizer about telling on the colonizer to the colonizer. And then you expect because you're a Moor, they're going to talk in your favor? You forgot these people are Inquisition or whatever.
back to the slot.
Once we realize slop, forget steak. When we conceptualize that, not thinking about something on our plate in a bowl that we're eating in a tin pan with a tin spoon or whatever like that, talking about we're eating slop because we're Moors and stuff is hard. Really conceptualize when we say steak or slop. Take some time to think about it. Where are they really going? Because two Moors talking like this and they don't seem to be against whatever they're talking about. What is making sense? It's all about slop. But slop is some stuff in the tin pan. I don't really know if I want to be in the tin pan for. That's all for the rest of everything. Nationality and birthrights. That's it for the rest of the time. Slop. When's the how much slop before the Zion party with the girls and the stuff?
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. That was right on my mind. That was right on my mind. I said, remember the party at the end? It was in there rocking. It was in there rocking.
We'll make it to the party. We'll definitely make it to the party.
Yep.
Give me some slop. Let's go. Slop up.
The ancestors gonna be smiling at us. You know, you get that day and all that.
What said the Zion slop rave?
You see them at the Zion party too. Nobody had no Gucci, nothing on. We ain't pulling up red carpet, nothing like that. So,
the slop party.
Nope. That's it. That's all you get right there. That's it. The slop wave. That thing is going to be crazy that day. It's going to be crazy that day. That day is going to be crazy.
Prep for it. Right? We're dealing with don't be a cipher. Enjoy the slop. Don't look at stuff. Stuff is up. You got your fez. You got your lint brush or whatever. Your fez is crisp and good. And you look so sharp in your fez. Think stuff is straight. Stuff's not straight. It's messed up out here. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Just because we're Django and the horse and all the slaves all around us, don't think stuff's right. That stuff's messed up if everybody's not on a horse. Because all you have to do is go over right over there, get a goddamn horse, jump on it. Make your own saddle. Make your own saddle. And ride your horse off this plantation. Remember, it's not really a plantation because they can't have a plantation. This is not the land. This is not their land. This is Morocco. All is mental. And they want you to be a cipher. They want you to be in the physical realm. They don't want you to be in the mental. They want you wanting the steak on the fork. They don't want you eating with your hands. They don't want you drinking from the spring. They want you in a bottle.
Right. Yeah.
Don't fall for the bottle. Just don't fall for the bottle. Make sure you're open to the higher realms. It's like the Moor said, we didn't make it up that we're just talking about Matrix and Tank is the guy and then Tank is him and then he's the... We can't make it up like that. We can't make it up. We didn't say you know, 4 days ago. Oh yeah, we're gonna do a class today, and we're gonna talk about. We just right now. Y'all go live. Just go live. Go push it live. Just put Cyphers picture up. Yeah, you know how we do. There ain't no intro music. Nothing like that. You just said do live. Let's just do a live right now. Since we're just here building, we're not doing nothing. Let's just do live. I need an hour to pass because I have something to do at 7 o'clock that I've been waiting to do. Finally getting to do it. Yep. So I had some time. The brother Yusuf had some time because, you know, everybody did their early, get the apples out the way. Yep. Let's do this right now. Everybody got the apples out the way, so at least we can spare an hour. I don't know much apples. I know I did some apples today. I mean, I know brother Yusuf did some apples just to get this little hour. We freaking did apples today. So know that we can't make this up. You go back, check. Can't make this up. Nope. Oh no, that just came. The whole cipher thing, it just popped up. Just came. That's what and I was like, yep, that's it right there. Yes, the whole somehow thing is the cipher. They wanna enjoy the state. They don't want the slop. They didn't like it. Now they try to turn in their turban and fez. Mad at the slop. Turning in their fez and turban. Turning it in. Talking about they don't even heat the slop up. It's cold. Man, because the slop cold. Cold. You gotta rub your hands together and hold your bowl. I hope you're working on your Tai Chi while you go and you get plugged in. So you know how to do that shit. Yep. Yep. That's what you better do. That's what you better do. That's what you better do. Just like I tell my son, you wanted that oatmeal, you better sit there and get cold, you're going to eat that oatmeal. No double warmies. No double warmies. You know? No. You're eating that one right there. Nope. 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 Slop just right. Almost cold, but still a little bit warm. You could spread the warm around a little bit. You could just spread the warm around. That maybe the last 2 spoons is gonna be cold, but everything else, kind of warm. You better hurry up. You better hurry up. Boy. The Cyphers in there mad eating slop. The slop, wiping their mouth, sticking it out with their napkin. staring at everybody. How they just eating this slop. How they just saying that they're Moors. We're not Moors, we're Africans. We came over here on a slave ship. We're indigenous and aboriginal. We're the steak. Where's the steak? I don't want nationality and birthrights. I want steak. I want the steak. I want steak. No slop. Yep. Please. No slop. I have nightmares slop chasing me and shit. Yep. Well, if you're saying it's Morocco, that's the United States. It's the United States. Our founding fathers, all of that. I'm telling you. They love that state. There was a good eye workout there. They love that state, man. We was kings. They love it. They love it. Kings. We was kings. Oh yeah. Holy. Why is it funny? Islam to all the Moors.
Islam to all the Moors.
Islam, the rise of the Moors, back on the
Yep.
scene.
Oh,
Rise of the Moors back on the scene.
yep.
They're not playing around with the BS anymore. Saw the light. Came back home. Because you already know his pockets were burning over there.
Yep.
Drew Ali said it.
That's the Morpheus when he was hooked up to the wires, and we was on the outside of the building in the helicopter. We sitting there waiting like, yo, come on, you better get up. Come on.
Come on.
You better come on. You better get up. You better come on, because it's crazy in there, ain't it? Yeah. Yeah. Crazy in there. That man leaped from that building to that helicopter. I'm out of here. Quick fast. They were shooting at everything at him. They were shooting at everything at him.
Got shot in his knee and everything. Still made the jump. Like, forget this Cypher clown. He's dead? Oh, yes! It's over!
Yep.
All I gotta do is make this jump. That's all I gotta do, make this jump. And we did
all I gotta do.
I just gotta make the jump and do it.
Yep.
Like, oh my gosh. He knows. He's the one. Yes!
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 Yep.
Yes, Tank! Tank saved the day.
Yep.
Tank saved the day. It wasn't for Tank. We'll be singing a different tune right now if it wasn't for Tank.
Yeah, exactly. If it wasn't for Tank, Tank is Neo.
Tank
is the real Neo.
Tank is
Neo.
Tank is the one. Get everybody
Tank is the one that saved the whole thing.
Punk Tank off the whole damn movie. Tank got 2 lines or something.
Tank is the one. Tank is the real Neo, because Neo was dead.
Yeah.
Cypher was like off Neo's head. Like, yo, listen, you're gone.
Because of
you're gone.
Because of Tank, yo.
The Moor came back. Yeah, they could have been anybody else.
Yo. Brother Idiot said, now let's go to the Slop rave. Oh man. You boys need to stop this. Oh man. Today was a good workout day. Oh my God. There was so much jokes today. Praise Allah for laughter. Islam to all the more.
Right, Islam to all the more.
I just remembered we were saying Islam to all the more, and then you know it goes. It's like it's like the ones back in the day when you go to the family, whatever, and then you have time to go home, and then everybody's still there for another hour. So you have time to go home.
Yeah, I'm talking about eating and everything. Got a whole other plate.
At their door with the jacket on with a plate.
They warming up their to-go plate. They was bringing that to-go plate home. They unwrapping the to-go plate. Chilling. Like, yo, I'm here. I'm here. Your children in the back mad. They ain't going nowhere. You've been standing at that doorway for 25 minutes. You ain't going nowhere.
gosh. I remember the ones being mad, like, yo, you guys just leaving right now? Yo, been ready to go.
Been ready to go.
I'm at these whack people's house, yo. What the hell? What is this? I could have stayed home if it was this. You guys still here? 5 hours? You still up in here?
Yep.
What the hell?
You get to the park, you got 20 minutes because the sun's going down. Sun going down. You got 20 minutes. You better hurry up. You better hurry up.
Peace and love to all Mortars. Don't be a cipher.
Yeah, because that's bugging me out too, because it hit me again. You not only be dealing with agents, there's ciphers.
There's ciphers.
A cipher is more dangerous than me. I'm like, yo, wait a minute. You did ciphers? Like, yo, you could just turn this whole thing around, huh? Yeah. Like, that's dangerous, bro.
Yeah. There's ciphers.
You can just turn this whole thing around. The information you know, how powerful you are in studying and everything. You're very into, like, you're high up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know the knowledge, you know it. And you can just turn this whole thing around like that. Yep. Like, that's, you're a dangerous guy, man. You're dangerous. You're standing next to the guy. You're, and remember, while we're at the Zion party, there's ciphers at the Zion party. We're just partying. We just feeling good for that moment.
That moment. Until a cipher pop up.
This is to be continued.
Yep. To be continued.
This is to be continued.
There must be another cipher.
This cipher is at the party. Y'all forgot that. This cipher is at Zion.
Party of the red dresses in Zion. That's crazy. Red dresses infiltrated Zion.
Yep.
That's crazy.
There's plenty of those.
Yep.
Oh, plenty of those. Thank you. Bringing that up. There's plenty of that. Yep. That's a great one. It remind me of this. What was it? Oh, they got this series. I saw the commercial for it on Netflix. The girl said, "You think we're the only ones who can have this power?" And I was
yeah.
That is pretty interesting.
Yeah, that one was interesting actually. That one was pretty interesting.
I'm like, yeah, you like admit it too. You think we're the only ones that's gonna be like? Are you crazy?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Like, don't you ever think that?
I was like, I think about a secret society. A secret society,
right.
And then another society that's trying to take out the secret society.
Right. Yep.
But they're magicians and werewolves and
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a villain like that. Oh, okay.
Crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's all more science. As soon as you got a secret society, that's more science.
They got the book telling people that they are the book and all of that. Crazy. They're going on. They're going on. I just finished watching it. Probably couple days ago. I just finished watching the little series. Yeah. It was alright. It was alright one.
Yeah. She messed me up with that one. I was like, yeah, that sounds crazy right there. Yeah. You think we're the only ones? I'm like, right. Like, you look at that, you think we're the only ones who, when the moons come around, we do our rituals or whatever. March 25th is the new year. You think we're the only ones that know that?
Right.
It's in the Henry Campbell's Black Law Dictionary. They all know that.
Yeah, the order it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, the order. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It is definitely an interesting one. Yeah.
So I'm about to throw that on. Get my slop ready.
Amor just came with the thing. I just watched The Matrix 3 days ago. You guys talking about The Matrix, man? We can't make this up.
Yo,
JB, just go watch it from the beginning. We're already at the end.
Yeah.
But just go back, watch it at the end. We're heading to Zion Slop Rave. Islam to all the boys. We'll meet you in Zion. Boys. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. The boat has left the dock.
That's right. Yo, Ben left the dock, too.
Ben left the dock. Peace and love. Islam, boys. Islam. And orders to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali, of course.
Of course.
Islam.
Wow. Good thing.